doctor. Relax. This is just an example. Yes, I know it just looks like a round circular rainbow type thing. Everybody. So in this video today, we're going to be going over color correcting. This is color correcting 101, guys. 101. I'm going to be talking to you today about how I color correct my own face, and then after that, I'm going to go more into detail about why you need to color correct, what you need to color correct, and what do you use to color correct, and all of those fun things that you would need to know. I've been noticing lately that color correcting has become a much bigger thing to do, so I wanted to share with you how I color correct and also teach you how to color correct yourself. Hold on. Me personally, I usually only color correct using one thing. If you look at my face completely bare, I do have a tiny bit of redness, but I do not color correct that in any way because it's not a lot of redness, and it's usually only red because I had makeup on prior to that, or I had prior to put a toner on or wash my face or something like that. So my face isn't really red. The only part of my face that I actually color correct is underneath my eyes, and that's with a concealer. So if you guys ever see me use any of these two products right here, these are color correctors. These have a peach undertone to them, and on fair tone skin like I have, that's going to help color correct underneath the eyes and kind of take away that darkness. But then I further go on to put a concealer underneath my eyes to not only further brighten underneath my eyes, but also conceal that area so that it doesn't come out very peachy or orangey. I want to talk about this product right here because this is the product you're going to be seeing me use in the video. This is a new product from Tarte. This is from their Rainforest of the Sea collection. It is such a cool palette, right? Oh, hello. So in this palette, we have a couple of color correctors, but we also have a couple of contour-ish type colors in there as well. So I was inspired to create this tutorial because of this palette, but please keep in mind that this is not the only palette that exists. There are so many different color correctors out there. Although I do love this palette, there are a lot of other options. But the reason why I wanted to create this is because of this guy that came in the package. She is like crazy contoured and crazy color corrected. So, me being a dumbass just really wanted to do this, and that is what I did underneath this makeup. And to be honest with you, it came out so much better than I had expected it to come out. So I'm really happy with the results, but I want you guys to know that this is not what you need to do to color correct, okay? This is not what you need to do. For my skin, I don't need too much color correcting, or at least in my eyes, I don't think I need too much color correcting. So I don't like to use a primer to color correct. I like to really get down to the nitty-gritty of the color correcting and use concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face and apply my foundation, and then I'm going to start with showing you how I color correct with concealer. So one of my favorite things lately to color correct with is the new Tarte Wipeout color correcting palette. If I can get this damn thing open. So this is what the palette looks like. It has a couple color correcting colors in it. So we have the green concealer, we have the orange concealer, yellow, and then we have a couple other lighter concealers over here. So that is what it looks like up close. Yes, it has been played with. So before I get into color correcting my own face, I'm going to explain exactly what color correcting is. I hope you guys don't mind that I'm explaining it with this really ghostly face on, and I hope I don't scare you. We're in the middle of March right now. It's not October, Julia. So what I have on my phone right now is actually called a color wheel. So when we're color correcting, the easiest way for me to explain it to somebody that doesn't know exactly what color correcting is that when we're color correcting, we're basically canceling out the color that you don't want to have anymore. So the way to cancel out that color is by using another color to cancel it out. So if we take, for instance, red and green are going to come together and they're just going to cancel them out so that you can't see them. So the reason why we take a look at the color wheel is because red and green are across from each other. So that means these two colors are going to cancel each other out. Same thing. So if you were to have a bruise, a very purpley bruise, we're going to use yellow to cancel that out. If you have a very blue type bruise, we're going to use more of a peachy tone color to cancel that out, and so on. So that's basically how the color wheel works. For me personally, guys, I only focus on covering two different parts of my face. So I'm going to color correct 2 different parts of my face, and that's going to be underneath my eyes. Underneath my eyes gets somewhere in the middle of that reddish purple color. So I'm going to be using a peachy tone to color correct or conceal underneath my eyes. And then from time to time, I will get a little bit of redness. Before I get into color correcting myself, because I know you guys want to see it so bad, please comment below if you have any questions on certain colors that you want to try to color correct. Take a look at the color wheel. If you're still not understanding that, then please just ask and I will answer. Okay. So I'm going to go into my Tarte palette that I have right here, and the first color that I'm going to go into is this very, very bright orange color. So this orange color, I'm going to focus only right underneath my eyes because that is where I have the darkest of circles. So the top of my eyes are very veiny as well. I don't know if you guys can see it because it has a little bit of concealer on it, but you can see the veins for my eyes. So I'm going to use some of that orange concealer as well. And I'm just lightly putting this orange color on. Since I'm not extremely dark, I don't want to make myself look too orangey, so I'm just using very little product of this orange. The next color I'm going to be taking from this palette is this peachy tone right here. If you have a little bit less dark circles, I would definitely use this, or if you're more fairer toned, then I would use this type of peachy concealer right here. Another one of my favorite peachy concealers is also the Erase Paste. It has just a little more of a peachy color to it. So this color I'm just going to focus right underneath and kind of drag it down a little bit.
Invincible.
I'm then going to jump into this green color right here. I'm not really red in a lot of areas, but wherever I have a little bit of redness, I'm just going to pop that on. So before I move on to highlighting and really chiseling out the rest of my face, I'm going to blend this all in with a beauty blender. And the reason why I choose a beauty blender to blend this all in is because a beauty blender isn't going to disturb the product where it sits. We want the color correcting product to stay where it is. We don't want it to move all around our face. So I'm just going to blend that out, and take your time to blend it out. Sometimes the colors will take a little bit just to blend. Blend, 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 my friends. Blend, blend, blend. And you'll see some of the color still come through. That is what we're gonna use the next step for. Stay tuned. So I always, after I color correct, especially if it's on the rest of my face, not specifically around my eyes because that's going to be covered up with some more concealer. If it's on the rest of my face, I'm going to actually take a little bit more of my foundation. The foundation that I'm using today is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi in W5. Probably should have used W6 because it's a little pale for me. So I'm actually just going to go ahead and dab this foundation on top of wherever I put that green concealer. And the reason why is because we want to cover it up again. Then for my eye area, I'm actually going to move on to my concealer. So I'm using the Sephora Bright Future Concealer in Palmier. And I'm just going to kind of highlight with it. Now, Before I blend this concealer out, I'm going to jump back into this palette right here, and I'm going to take the yellow concealer. And this yellow concealer is going to help me further brighten up underneath my eyes. I'm just going to focus that underneath my eyes on top. I really like that really bright under eye, so don't hate. And then same thing, we're gonna go back in with the Beauty Blender and we're gonna blend that out. And finally, the last two colors in this palette are this dark one. I'm going to be contouring with this one. So I'm going to place it in all of my contour areas. And then before I blend that out, I'm going to take this color right here. This one's just going to help me blend out that contour color a little bit easier. So once we've finished blending everything out, this is what it looks like. So we've taken the colors that we want to take out of our face so that we can put them back in. That includes blush, highlighter, contouring, any of that fun stuff. So let me go finish my face and I will come back. Back. Ta-da! So I hope that you guys learned a little bit more about color correcting and why we color correct and this and the other thing. Do not let it overwhelm you at all. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, leave them in the comments below and I will be sure to answer them for you. But I'm going to put a link to the color wheel down below, as well as a basic chart of the 3 different colors that we're most likely color correcting. That's redness, dark circles, and darker circles, and also bruising and things like that. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. If you found it helpful and you enjoyed it, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to me because I don't know who the hell else you're gonna see on this channel. So if you want to see more of me, then please subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so much. I will see you in the next video because, like I said, I don't know who you're gonna see in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Mwah! Mwah. Where are my kisses? Mwah.